Yeah, I'll be calling this game the next one. What's your name? Mike. Adam.
It's a beautiful Monday evening in Forest Park, Illinois, here at the Park District of Forest Park, as we get ready to kick off another week of Monday, Wednesday Men's Major League Softball here at O'Connor Field, field number 1. I'm Adam Cumby. I'll be your host and your Huckleberry for the night. As we start off the matchup between Impact and Circus, last year's No Glove Nationals champions. They'll be in the field first. About 90 degrees here in Forest Park right now as this game gets underway. Umpire behind home plate, as you see in the blue shirt, is Mike. Leadoff hitter Jeff LeVar hits it right back to the pitcher for a quick first out. Tom Lentine Jr. steps up to the plate, the short center fielder. Don't have positions here for Circus currently, but we'll get you filled in as we go. That one's a ball. Great view of home plate from here. There's a strike. Ball outside. Demonstrative hands from the umpire, Mike. Always fun to see as that one grounded right between short and third by Tom Lentine Jr. for the single. And Brian Haas steps up to the plate with a man on, 1 out. Haas, number 10, playing shortstop. Is that first pitch strike right in the well? Hit just short of the center fielder. It's going to land right in front of him. Haas is going to take first. Lentine over to second. Good piece of hitting as he poked that one right between the short center fielder and the center fielder. And that brings up Mark Cozio, the left fielder. Great first strike. Ground ball back through the pitcher's legs. We're going to get a play at home. They're not going to make the throw and just get it into second. And that's going to be 1 run there for Impact. Good job by Cozio. Hit it right between the pitcher's legs. Gets the RBI, and Mike Crawford, the right fielder, steps up. Crawford with the backwards cap. Hear the thud on the plate. We've got a field mic right now, hoping to keep it the entire game. Crawford hits one to left field. Left fielder going towards the line. That's down. That's going to bring in 1. They're going to go first and second once again with another run scored as Brian Haas crosses the plate. Cozio to second. Crawford with the single. And that brings up number 28, Tom Lentine Sr. Already got a Ric Flair comp on Lentine. Oozes style and swagger. It's that one over the short center fielder's head to center field. Gets it in quick. That's going to load the bases. Bases loaded, 1 out, and Chris Miller The catcher steps up to the plate, number 23. 2 claps and a Ric Flair there. Ball off the plate. There's a strike. Strike by Mike. That one off the front of the plate. Another thud, another ball. To the right side. It's going towards the line. It lands fair, just barely. That's going to bring in a run. Lentine not ahead of him, but they're not going to get the play. He's going to score. Crawford making up for Lentine's error. He stopped at third. Tom kept running through the base. And Crawford with the speed to make up for it. That brings 2 more runs across. Tom over to third. Single by Miller. Good piece of hitting. Wasn't sure if that was going to stay fair or fouls. Matt Eberhardt steps up to the plate. There's a strike. Dare I say, an impactful first inning for Impact so far. 1 out, 2 on. That one to the third baseman. He's going to hit off his hip. They're going to try to fire it across. He's going to be safe, and that's going to load the bases once again. Crawled up the arms of the third baseman there. Dan Kaplis up, the third baseman. Number 41 with the all blue cap. It's a fly ball to center field. He's camped under it. Lentine's going to try to tag. They're going to get the ball in over towards third. They're going to fake. So they're going to get the easy run in, but the runners stay at first and second. So a good job there by Circus mitigating the damage on the RBI sacrifice fly by Kaplis. Josh Moran stepping up to the plate. Moran hits another one high to the center fielder. He's camped under it. He makes the catch for the third out, but not before Impact puts across 5 runs in the top of the first inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the first here coming up. There you hear the emphatic batter up call from Mike. Thank you to everyone joining us right now on twitch.tv/PDOFP. Also on YouTube. Search Park District of Forest Park over on YouTube. You can see all of these games archived. They only stay up on Twitch for a short period of time. They'll be up online forever over on the YouTubes. Make sure you give us a subscription, a follow, a like, whatever you can spare. Lentine with the deep pitch to Colby Fox, number 2. Fox hits one to first. Cleanly played by Eberhardt. Eberhardt steps on first. Fox not too happy. Chucks his bat. Chris D'Agostino steps up. Love the flare on D'Agostino. Dag's MVP last year of the No Gloves tournament. As I'd mentioned at the top, Circus were the champions last year as they beat 45s in 2 games. And D'Agostino puts that one to the left side, just fair by inches. He rounds first hard, slips coming around the base. Otherwise, you've got to think he might have had 2. And there's a single for D'Agostino. Sean Burke, the catcher, hits one over to right field. That one floating foul just out of screen, a few inches foul. Burke trying to give that one a ride to the right side. Good hold there by Burke. Happy Gilmore approach. Burke hits that one right up the middle to the short center. He makes the catch. Lentine Jr. over to first to Eberhardt for the double play. And as quickly as they were on, they were out. And at the end of one, it's Impact 4, Circus nothing. Blink and you miss the bottom half of the first. Impact back up to bat with Marty McGovern, the center fielder, leading off the inning. Pitcher for Circus, Jack Nakanishi. First game we did this year, Nakanishi also pitched. McGovern over to short center. That one's going to be off the hands of the short center fielder. It's going to be Trace Ruffy. Number 15. Looked like he had a beat on it and just didn't get down low enough, and that one skipped right off his hands for the out. Or for the air, sorry. Long day. Long work day followed by softball here in this 90-degree summer day here at the Park District. We love the summer, though. That one hit over towards the Circus bench and caught. Unfortunately, the wrong guy caught it. LeVar with an out in the first inning. Hits this one over to right field. Right fielder catching it. He's off of first base. Don't know what he's thinking. He gets back in safe. Marty McGovern with the quick turn back in. Don't know if he didn't see the ball or what, but that one up to the right fielder looked like he had a pretty clean beat on it. Not much question as to whether he was going to catch it. McGovern turning just a little bit late. Almost got picked off there, but good job recovering to keep it to one out. Nakanishi with the strike two. Tom Lentine Jr. Lentine with a nice double play the last half inning. Hits a fly ball to center field. That's going to drop right in front of them. They're going to have runners on first and second. Once again, thank you to everyone joining us right now on Twitch and YouTube. Feel free to jump in on the chat, say hello, talk about your day, ask questions. We're here for everything, anything, whatever you want. That one hit to the shortstop. D'Agostino dances around it. Fire. They're going to fire it home. So McGovern's going to come in after almost getting backdoored on the double play. Going to have runners on first and second. That one hit right at D'Agostino. Took a step back, and it looked like it just was out of reach for him. He kind of froze. Made me freeze. Not used to seeing a play like that out of Chris. That one foul. You hear him say, I saw chalk. You might have seen it right on your screen as well. Cozio with a single and a run scored last inning. This one, a deep fly ball to left field. That one's high. He's going to catch it. Get the throw in. Tails away from third, but no tag. So good job there by Circus getting that ball in quickly. Cozio with the fly out. Haas at first, Lentine at second. Apologies on that score. It's 6-0 right now, Impact. Strike there from Nakanishi to Crawford. High pop-up. D'Agostino's there calling off his left fielder. He makes the catch with no help from the Bill on his floppy hat. Throws the ball back in at his pitcher, Nakanishi, and that's going to be the inning. Number 21, Alex Chavez up for Circus. Thud of the plate to Chavez to start off the bottom of the second. A little deep as called by Mike. There's a strike from Lentine. Chavez hits it over to the shortstop, Haas. Haas fires it over to first to Eberhardt. Pulls Eberhardt off the base. Chavez backpedals a little bit, but already dead to rights, and that's going to be the first out. Johnny steps up to the plate. Heimer's number 27. First pitch strike. That one up the middle to the shortstop, Haas once again over to first. That time Eberhardt holds the base for the second out. 6-3, 6-3, and Joey Casa steps up to the plate. Sorry, Joey Casa steps up to the plate. Ball short to Casa. Another ball from Lentine. Strike right down the middle. Good recovery there from Lentine. Let's see if he can give him two more. And that's a ball deep. So our first walk on the day. We saw quite a few last Wednesday. For those of you who aren't fans of offense, of hitting, classic 16-inch softball walk. Trace Ruffle, short center fielder up. Trace hits that one up the middle, right off the bag. Lentine Jr. was right there to make the play. They're going to come home. Turned my head for 1 second, and all of a sudden, Joey Casa coming on home. So that ball hit off the bag. Looked like Lentine was going to have a play on it, and then they were slow to get the ball back in, and Casa just taking advantage of the lack of communication. And now up to the plate, number 44, Jake. Jake puts that one back at Lentine Sr. off his hand. He's not going to get to it in time. Not much he could do with that. Pitcher trying to knock it down and make the play over at first. Unfortunately, hit it too far away from himself and his first baseman. That's going to be the easy base for Jake as Brian Ott steps up to the plate. Got 2 outs on the inning, but a run has scored. Circus able to get on the board. The Hawk walk, that is correct. Hawk is the walk good luck charm. This one over to right field. It's going to be foul just out of screen. As I mentioned before, we've got a field mic now, so if you hear a lot going on, that's because there's a lot going on. Just to our left of this field, we've got the Forest Park Aquatic Center. Just behind us, we've got the blue line. Just in front of us, we've got another softball game and the 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame. That one hit over to third off the hands of Dan Kaplis. Kaplis going to hold the ball. Thought about coming home with it. just off your screen with the double pump fake. Not much he could do with it either as Trace comes across to score. Jake's up to second. Brian over to first. And Jack Nakanishi going to see if he can help out his cause. They're in a deficit. Nakanishi. Nakanishi first. That one foul just off your screen. Lentine recovering after that foul ball, just walking on back. Nakanishi hits one over to second base. Moran is going to make the catch for the third out, but not before Circus is able to put across 2 runs, cut the deficit to 4, and after 2 innings, Impact's leading 6-2. If you like 16-inch softball, you're going to love the 54th annual Forest Park No Glove Nationals Tournament, July 28th through the 31st. As I've mentioned before, Circus, the team in the field right now, was last year's champion, and the shortstop, Chris D'Agostino, was last year's MVP. Tom Lentine Sr. with a single and a run scored the last time up is going to lead off this inning. Hits another one to the right side, trying to split the gap. He does. He's hustling into second, the fire into second, but Lentine with the stand-up double. Looks like Colby Fox out there in center field just couldn't get to it. Tried to cut it off, but under the outstretched arms of him, right fielder couldn't get to it either. And a good hustle play by Lentine Sr. He's still got some tricks in the bag. Ball deep to Miller. And there's a walk. So anything you can do, I can do better. That's walks in back-to-back innings. And the Hawk curse lives on. Busy day for Matt Eberhardt, the first baseman. Back up the middle. That one's going to be fielded by Fox cleanly. Gets it in quickly, and Lentine's going to pause at third. So Eberhardt with the single, and Dan Kaplis coming up. Bases loaded, nobody out. It's funny you say that. We have Peoria Matt in the chat. Like a walk in the park. Our executive director actually likes to, Jackie Ivanelli likes to say, Park District of Forest Park, where every day is a walk in the park. This one back to Nakanishi. Nakanishi home for the first out, fires it over to first. Good job by Joey Casa firing it to first. Runner in his way with a cannon over there to get the double play. That's going to cut off the run at home. Runners on second and third, but a great job by Casa. I got to say, he got rid of that one in a hurry for the out. Josh Moran up to the plate, looking to scrape something away after the turn of the tides from Circus. Nice part about stopping that scoring there is I don't have to update the graphic. There's a high fly ball, left center field. Left fielder calling off Fox. He's going to make the catch for the out. So what looked like was going to be a big inning for Circus with the bases loaded, or for Impact, sorry, with the bases loaded and nobody out. Circus turns a miraculous double play on a grounder back to Nakanishi to Colby Fox. Fox fires it to first, and then the fly out to mitigate all of the damage. That's really impressive. I don't know why I set it up that way like I have a co-host up here. That's really impressive. Sure is, Adam. You love to see it. Good defense, good offense. Hard to say you're monologuing when it's a two-man show. You got that right, Adam. Jake Lenti leading off. Number 11 hitter for Circus. Lenti hits one to the shortstop, Haas. Haas fires it over to first once again. And the Haas-Eberhardt connection. Staying alive, staying alive. Fox leading off, or the leadoff hitter, sorry. Unassisted play to the first baseman in the first inning. Hits this one over to left. Koziel's going to catch it one-handed over his shoulder. Looked like he was going to be chasing that one as it landed, but he reached out his left hand and made a beautiful one-handed catch. Two quick outs, and Chris D'Agostino back up. Singled last inning. Dags to the left side. That's going to land just fair. He's going to take a hard turn around first, but a good job by Koziel getting it in. He's going to hold Dags to another single. When you got a hitter like Chris D'Agostino up in the box, sometimes limiting him to a single is a win. That ball kissed the line. Couldn't be any more perfect. Hard liner over to first, and Eberhardt with another catch. Feels like he's been a part of most of these outs. And after 3 innings, we've got ourselves a 6-2 score. Impact with the lead. Marty McGovern leading off for Impact. Impact with the 6-2 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Had the bases loaded with nobody out, and Circus with the magic act. Dare we say, as McGovern puts that one between Moran and Lentine Jr., dare we say the Circus acts, walk the tightrope to get out of that last inning. And here's Impact leading off with a single once again. Fly ball to center field. Fox running in. Hard break. That's going to be a quick throw to first. We get the out call from Mike, the umpire. Sorry, just trying to listen to what Impact is trying to say. They're saying that the first baseman was off the base, but it looked like he might have got that foot in. Touched it. Bang, bang play, but a good job there by Fox getting the ball in quickly for the double play. McGovern's going to be the second out. Jeff LeVar will be out on the fly out. Tom Lentine Jr. up. So once again, a leadoff single, and then Circus stalls the momentum, and then a fly ball to Fox. And just like that, do you believe in deja vu? Good start for Impact, and then Circus takes all that momentum and says, not today. And after the top of the 4th, it's still a 4-run lead here for Impact. Bottom of the fourth inning, Circus stepping up to bat. They're in a 4-run hole here against Impact. Tom Lentine Sr. pitching a great game. Good job by Circus, too. Impact's been threatening quite a bit, and they've been getting out of most of their jams. Just one big inning as that one grounded to Haas. Sucks it up just like a Hoover. Fires it over to Eberhardt for another out. So Alex Chavez with the hard grounder to Haas, but Haas has been absolutely automatic. I guess with a name like Haas Avocado-matic. Does that count? Let me know in the chat. Johnny Heimer's up to the plate, hits a deep fly ball to left field. Mark Koziel, this time with two hands, says, I can catch it with one, but I'll catch this one with two. And that's two quick outs there for Circus. Joey Casa, who had that really nice throw from behind home plate 2 innings ago for the double play, steps up. I got one approval, so it's been accepted. Avocado-matic for Haas. It's a superfood, so why not? Casa to the left center gap. That one's going to be cut off. Casa with a hard turn to second. There's going to be a close play. He gets in under the tag. The throw got there in plenty of time, but it did pull, it looks like Tom Lentine Jr. off the bag just a little bit. His hands reaching to his left. Casa sliding to his left. As we know, when you're facing different directions, both of you facing your left, you're going opposite directions, and Casa gets in under the tag. Great hustle out of the box for him, and Trey steps up to the plate, hits this one to left field right in front of Koziel. Koziel gets it. He's going to fire to second, as there's nothing he can do about Casa, and Circus is able to put another run across the board. I did get one no. Agreement. I'm with you, the viewer. Jake hits it over to Haas. Haas fires it across to Eberhardt once again for the out. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm thinking. That's a third out for Jake, but not before Circus is able to scrape one across. They're down 3 after 4 innings. It's Impact 6, Circus 3. I can tell you what, we know how Michael Irvin feels about avocados, and this defense definitely isn't doo-doo. It's the top of the 5th, and Impact is up to bat right now with Brian Haas. The aforementioned shortstop hits it right up to the short center fielder. A good play there. Shades of Haas, as he's going to be the first out. Like I always say, classic 10-3. Classic 10 anything for those of you who are predominantly baseball fans. A lot of fun numbers and rules, little quirks about 16-inch softball. If you have any questions about what you see, what's going on, what something means, feel free to chime in Twitch chat or YouTube. Both chats are available and up on my screen. More than happy to help you out. Two good strikes from Nakanishi to the left fielder, Mark Koziel. Koziel with that one-handed catch. Koziel with the high fly ball to center field. Fox under it. Fox makes the catch. Two quick outs, and the right fielder Crawford steps up. For those of you unaware about the Michael Irvin avocado story, that is actually his favorite fruit. And I know what some of you are thinking. What? Avocado's a fruit? That is correct. Much like a tomato, nothing makes sense. Crawford takes a second strike. Two good strikes there from Nakanishi. As I mentioned, some of the quirks. That was a perfect pitch from Nakanishi if you see where it landed, but deemed illegal by Mike. Now it's over the 12-foot threshold. Crawford with an extremely high fly ball to Fox. Fox camped under it, makes the catch over his head, and that's going to be quick 3 outs there for Circus defensively. They're going to come back in the bottom of the 5th and see if they can keep up some of that momentum. Brian Ott stepping up to the plate here shortly. As I had mentioned before, thank you to everyone joining us on twitch.tv/PDOFP or over on YouTube. Just search Park District of Forest Park. We're going to try to bring this game to you also on the Park District's Facebook page, game number 2, which is going to be Circus versus High Y. Little Circus double dip. Ball to Ott on the first pitch from Lentine Sr. And 21. Hard ground ball over to third. Copless over to first to Eberhardt for the out. So just very good infield defense tonight so far from Impact as Dan Kaplis fires it to Eberhardt. Ott got out of the box good, but just a good, clean defensive play there from Impact. The pitcher Nakanishi up to the plate. Going to try to help his cause once again. Had a chance to knock in some runs his first time up. Unfortunately, hit a pop-up to the first baseman. That one close. Looks like the Impact players looking for a strike from Mike. Impact asking if that one crossed. There's a strike. You can tell from the bounce off of the landing. Line drive to third. Kaplis with the catch. Good reactions there from Big Dan Kaplis. Number 8, Jake Lenti, white shorts, white shirt, black cleats. Grounded out to Haas, his first time up in the 3rd inning. That's a ball right off the plate. Hit over Haas's head to center field. Lenti over to second. He's going to get in there clean. McGovern couldn't have got it in much quicker, but a great job there by Lenti. Once again, just like in the last inning, Joey Casa pretty much knew right off the bat that he was going to be taking second. Not much you could do about it. This game moves quickly, folks. Much like Ferris Bueller, if you blink, you might miss it. And Colby Fox, the leadoff hitter, up with a runner in scoring position. Hits this one up the middle. Looks like it's going to get past Haas. Lenti's going to come across and score. Fox over to second. Fox in there a lot closer than it looked. He jogs in there safely with another double. So back-to-back doubles there for Circus. That's going to put another run on the board after an impressive start for Impact. They haven't been able to scratch much across, and Circus has just been slowly ticking away. And that one off D'Agostino knocks it down. Mike says, ow, with a smile on his face. He's dap up the catcher. Having a little bit of fun with Chris Miller. D'Agostino with a runner on, looking to make this a 1-run ball game. Hits that one just over the outstretched arms of Haas. That's going to go to left field. D'Agostino jogs into second. Fox is going to come across the score. And, folks, we've got ourselves a 1-run ball game. The mound visit right now. They're just going to slow it down a little bit there for Tom Lentine Sr. Sean Burke, the catcher. The lefty gets ready to bat. Backwards hat number 14. Looking to tie the game up here with one swing. D'Agostino with good speed on second base. There's a strike to Burke. Burke splits the short center fielder and the second baseman. That's going to bring D'Agostino home. Burke stops at first, so he couldn't get another double in a row, but he could get another RBI in a row. And this ball game is tied at 6. We got a question here from, I believe, J. Perry 05. When you go to the circus, what is your favorite thing? That's a good question. I love the snacks. I've always been an eater. Deep fly ball to left field. Koziel chasing it down. He tries to catch it in the basket with his back to us. It drops. That's going to bring in one run. As a runner for Burke's going to score, and Alex Chavez moseys on in to third base. After being down the entire game, Circus has a 1-run lead. Johnny Heimer's up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out and a fly out. Hits this one to Haas. Haas expecting it to jump up into his hands. As you see, he throws his hat on the ground. Heimer's over at second. It's going to be a close play as that one gets through. Haas, who's been sure-handed, looked like he was trying to anticipate a bounce, and that ball just stayed flat through his legs as he came up right under his hands, and that brings another run across. Joey Casa up, hits this one over to Lentine Jr., over to first. That's a bang-bang play over at first for the third out. But a big 4-run inning here for Circus gives them the lead. After 5, it's 8-6 Circus. Tom Lentine Sr. here to lead off for Impact, as they're now finding themselves in a hole in the top of the 6th. To get back to the question, favorite circus food, gotta go in true Father's Day fashion. My dad loved funnel cake, so anytime I saw funnel cake, I would absolutely lose my mind. So that'd be my vote. If you've got a favorite, you can put it in the chat. Be more than happy to share with people. As Lentine, the crafty veteran, with another hit. He's got 2 singles and a double on the day. Catcher Chris Miller steps in, walking a single. Let's see if he can make it 2 walks. I know some of you watching at home are big fans of not hitting, free bases. Back to Nakanishi. Nakanishi over to D'Agostino. D'Agostino to first. But Miller with the blazing speed gets down the line. So Miller reaches first on a fielder's choice. Matt Eberhardt steps up. First pitch strike. Hits this one just over base in the left field. Looks like our runner for Chris Miller, I believe that's McGovern, over at second. Eberhardt over at first with the single. Good piece of hitting there. Nice and simple. Sometimes simple is best. Dan Kaplis takes a strike. Sacrifice fly in the first, ground out in the third. Hits this one over to D'Agostino. D'Agostino flips it to second. Quick fire over to first for the double play. And just like that, this half of the inning is going to be over on a good piece of defense here by Circus. We started with a lot of action, and it's been a defensive battle since then. In the last couple of innings, Circus has scratched and clawed their way back to a 2-run lead. Stepping up to the plate once again, leading off is Trace, number 15, playing short center. A couple big double plays from Circus defensively really kept them in this ball game until their offense kind of started clicking last inning. Trace hits that one up to McGovern. McGovern gets it in quickly. He bobbles it, but he's able to get it in fast, and a good job by Lentine Jr. to knock that ball down. Trace thought about going to second, but a good job holding, as that one, McGovern climbed up his arm, but he was able to keep it in front of him, fire it in quickly. And that would have been a little bit too close for comfort. You don't want to make the out at second here if you're Circus, just trying to get a couple insurance runs before you go into the 7th inning. Number 44, Jake, up to the plate, 1 for 2 on the day. A single and a ground out. Hits this one to right field. Crawford's going to just miss it by about a foot, just out of view of your screen. Jake not messing around, stays in the box, ready to hit. Checks the runner at first, Trace. That ball a little bit deep. Another fly ball over to Crawford and right. Crawford makes the catch and gets it back in to Lentine Jr. Brian Ott steps up. Also 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a ground out. Tattoos all up the right arm for Ott. Choked up about an inch on the bat. Classic power sell. Hits that one to right to Crawford. Crawford in, then out. Backpedaling, makes the catch and fires it back into second base. Not too worried about the threat of Trace at first. A good job there by Crawford. Jack Nakanishi steps up. Lined out to second last time. See if he can make the third out here in right field again. But he's going to hit this one to left. That one looks like it's going to be hooking foul. That ball's going to get down. And actually, it looks like the left fielder, Koziel, touched it just before it got foul. He was sliding his body over in foul territory. Hard to see as the chalk for the line. Oh, they are going to call it foul now. Okay. I've got a beam right in front of me, so I only saw Mike's right arm. Probably could have looked at the screen there and seen him a little bit better. That one's on me. Point thumbs, not fingers. As I was saying, though, he was right over on the line. The chalk on the line stops right at the infield dirt. Doesn't go up to the grass, so somewhat of a judgment call. A good job by the umpire, Mike, figuring out where that one was in relation to the body of Koziel. This one hit over to first to Eberhardt. Not much of a challenge there as Nakanishi with the easy out. So they're able to keep him from scoring, putting anything across, and going into the top of the 7th. Impact is down 2, and they need to score. So as we head into the top of the 7th inning, it's 6 Impact, Circus 8. Impact here needing to put some runs across to keep this one alive. Had a great start here, held the lead for a few innings. Circus with one big inning to put them back in it. That was the 5th. Josh Moran leading off here for Impact. Going to start with the bottom of the order. Try to get on for the Beef in the lineup. There's a strike to Moran. What's going to happen after this game is we're going to close this stream down. The chat will remain open. As this one, a fly ball to center field. Fox can't get to it. Moran with the leadoff single. If you're Impact, you love to see it. Center fielder Marty McGovern steps up to the plate. But as I was saying, we're going to, after this game, close this stream down, give it about 30 seconds, and then fire it right back up. So if you're in the chat, you can just hang out, and I'll be right back. And then we're just going to hang out for a little bit before the second game. There's a ball to McGovern. Second game's going to feature Circus and high Y. It's a high fly ball to Fox. Colby under it, makes the catch for the first out. The EH, Jeff LeVar, the leadoff hitter. 0 for 3 on the day. Looking for a little magic here. Looking to make an impact. Ayo. Hits this one just over. Oh, he's going to make the catch. It seems like he floated up there forever. I believe that was Brian Ott. Nice catch. Looked like he was going to mistime that jump. Jumped a little early and just stayed. The man that gravity forgot, folks. 2 outs. Tom Lentine Jr. up to the plate. Just looking to keep this one alive. First pitch strike. It was very majestic, Mike. Ground ball to the left side through the infield, so 2 runners on. Good piece of hitting there from Lentine. That's all you can do. Just get your 3, 4, 5 hitters up with some runners on. And you got to believe Big Brian Haas, the shortstop. We were talking about him earlier defensively. Sure-handed, 1 error that led to some big runs here for Circus. This is his moment, and you got to believe he's thinking about that. Haas hits this one to the left fielder. He's going to make the catch. He's going to drop it. The one was right in his hands, and he drops it as he's bent over. Not sure if that one jammed a finger or not. But all that aside, a lucky break there for Impact. Moran's going to come across to score. Lentine over to second on the error. And Haas, not quite the result he was looking for. Obviously would have preferred a hit there, but an error nonetheless helps them out as that pushes the run across and makes it an 8-7 game. Koziel's been busy in left, made a few big catches. Now he's looking to make a big hit. Runners on first and second. We got 2 down. Koziel hits this one to left field, but that's going to hook foul, and it looks like, yep, they're not going to be able to get to it. Just out of your screen. Looking for a better vantage point as we get ready for the tournament. As I've mentioned a few times, we've got the 54th annual No Glove Nationals tournament, July 28th through the 31st. You might even see some of these teams. Circus was last year's champion. Took down the 45s in 2 games in the final. What a weekend it was. Koziel hits this one back to Nakanishi. Nakanishi flips it to the pitcher. And just like that, they were threatening, and the threat was subdued. As we get the handshake line across the middle of the field. Let me finish out scoring my book. So it started off great for Impact. They had a 5-run first inning. Not much doing from Circus. They chipped away the first 4 innings, but a big 5-run 5th inning to give them the lead. So it was a tale of two different games, 2 different teams as Impact started out on fire and then just kind of fizzled out, and Circus capitalized on that. Just doing enough to stay in the game and then really working hard to close that one out. So Circus has another game coming up here shortly. They're going to be playing High Y here on Field 1, Fred O'Connor Field at the Park District of Forest Park softball fields. I'm Adam Cumby. I'll be back with you here shortly. We're going to end this stream and get the other one started right back up. So we'll be with you shortly. If you're in the chat, we'll be right back. So hang on out and we'll see you shortly.